Kimber here, coming at you from Salina, Kansas. I just had a topic that is near and dear to my heart that I wanted to talk about tonight, and that is to never underestimate the power of even a small gesture. We have a good friend. He's an older gentleman. He's played a role in our life since we first started out 20-ish years ago. And anyway, he would hire my husband for odd jobs for additional income when we were still trying to figure out our career paths and all that. And John was very novice at the type of work he hired him to do. He asked him to do some drywall work, and he ended up paying John even though the quality of work might have not been the best. It was kind of a cool story. He went to pick up his paycheck, and John said, well, this isn't my work, I can't accept the check, and Lee insisted on giving him the check, and then continued to really be a light in our kids' lives and our lives. And now at the stage that we are in our life, we realize, wow, that's so crazy to think, like, he just knew me through my mom, who took care of his wife when she was struggling with cancer in a local hospital, and kind of took us in as his own, and set an example that you don't always see from just anyone. Anyway, the second thing was to always be a person of your word, and he definitely was, and he has continued to tell that message to our kids this past few weeks when we've been going to visit. We've been consecutively each week for the last few weeks, and I think he's going to end up at the Dodge City Soldiers Home, so it's going to be a little bit harder to visit, but I actually agreed to go and speak in front of a group of junior high kids at a nearby middle school, and I have done this little gal's here who's a teacher there for several years, and she asked if we would go, and of course I readily agreed, and I hadn't really asked John. So funny, I think it's important to be a person of your word, but maybe to make sure that whoever you're signing up for whatever is on board. I'm fortunate, and John always supports whatever endeavors that I'm pursuing, it seems like, and vice versa. We actually been in marriage counseling. We went to a session this morning, and our goal and motto right now is to walk side by side and make sure that we're supporting each other's hopes and goals and dreams, which I think we always have. It's just a fear of whatever at this stage that we're moving in the same direction. He stopped and picked these super cool wild sunflowers on the way back. Recently, my daughter and I tried to stop and pick some, and they're kind of prickly, and John was not deterred by any of that. And I was able to fill this super cool vase, and fall is in the air. We went and got these cool pillowcases that you can see behind us. It kind of reminds me of the old school macrame, bringing in some cool texture for the season. And before I get off, I have to mention that the drywall behind me that looks absolutely beautiful, John did. I think it really did give him the desire to learn how to perfect or master that skill. So once again, to finish on a strong note, never underestimate the act of a small gesture, whether it be a compliment or an act of kindness or whatever it might be. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon. Love all you peeps.